morning, viewers. Today we are starting our new series for general public under the playlist of astrophysics and astronomy. So, starting with our first series titled Life Cycle of a Star. So, firstly, I give brief overview of the series. Left hand side you are seeing nebula. It is starting point of the formation of a star including our sun. After this it moves to main sequence, that is our present form of sun. After that it all depends upon the mass, that what its fate will be. The lower diagrams, that is red giant, Pendry Nebula, white dwarf, that are formed when mass of star is less, that is the mass of our sun. Mass of our sun is 10 raised over 30 kg. If mass is very high, then it forms supergiant, supernova, and the core collapses to neutron stars, black holes. This diagram is whole journey of a star from life to death. So in slide 3 I have put the schedule of videos. So I have divided this whole process into 3 videos. Our first video will be on beginning of formation of star. Second video will be on main sequence stars to supernova. Third video will be on white dwarfs, neutron stars and black holes. So in slide 4 I will start discussing about nebula to protostar. Beginning of star starts from the large massive giant cloud of dust and gas in space. Origin from supernova. Basically, nebula originate from supernova. What is supernova? Supernova is the explosion during the death of a star which have very high masses. There are 2 forces acting on this giant cloud. First, thermal pressure due to the kinetic energy. Second one is gravity. Now the tug of war starts between gravity and thermal pressure. When gravity wins, large amount of gas and dust hurtle together, they form what we call protostar. A protostar is not a full proper star because the main criteria for any star to called a star is starting of its engine, which we know as nuclear fission. Okay, that is conversion of hydrogen into helium. That is our sun presently doing. So a protostar, you can read from the 4th point that a protostar looks like a star, but its core is not yet hot enough for the fusion. Okay, now coming to the end point, that a protostar becomes a main sequence star such as our sun when its core temperature exceeds 10 million Kelvin. Such a high temperature is required to convert protostar into a main star. This is the temperature needed for hydrogen fusion to take place. Now moving to our last slide. So you can read the first point, that what is the time taken for becoming protostar to a main sequence star. It for our if you talk about our sun, it takes about 50 million years to convert it to a protostar to a main sequence star. Also, if it depends upon the mass. Larger the mass, it will take less time. Lower the mass, it will take more time. Okay, so now the question arises that what if the mass is not high enough to become a main sequence star? That is, if the mass is less than our sun, so that is 1 solar mass, it is less than 0.08 solar mass, it will never convert to main sequence star. It is a failed star, which we call brown dwarfs. Below is the image of brown dwarfs. The left hand side image you are seeing, that I have told in my previous slide, that how the 2 forces act, gravity and gas. So gravity you can see from the red arrows and pressure from the blue arrows. Self-gravity, that is gravity, is acting towards inwards, and pressure, that is acting towards outwards. This is the tug of war between gravity and a pressure. So now in our next video we will move to main sequence star. I hope you enjoyed the video. More interesting videos are on the way, so please stay tuned. Thank you.